it is. Instead of changing the "I'm voting for the felon" to "I voted for the felon," we came up with a new design. Are you getting it yet? Trump driving the DC garbage truck with camel toe and Hillary in a garbage bag and Biden and Obama in the trash cans. So click on the Grumpy Farmer Apparel link and get your new shirt and wear it loud and proud. Well, it's a dreary, rainy Wednesday morning, but it's a good Wednesday morning because it's the day after the election. Republicans took back the Senate. Trump's our president again. I'm sure they'll keep trying to do away with him, but we are now unburdened of the last 4 years of bullshit. Maybe now we can close our borders, fix the economy, not have sky-high interest rates. I know. You, Ronnie Riel, and the rest of you will come up with some bullshit, but just remember, you've been leaving comments on the last, half a dozen videos over the last month or so about how you couldn't wait to see me crying after Trump got beat. Big old smile. Ain't no crying here, but I'm sure the liberal tears will be flowing. Of course, they're already talking about, not certifying the election and all this bullshit. Wonder how many of them will be indicted for, election denial. But anyways, so we're done. Got to put that away still. The only thing left to clean is the dryer, which is over there. I'm not walking over. It's raining. Because I just finished emptying the wet bin yesterday and emptying the dryer. Things are packed in here. That will eventually have to come back out on the floor here because they need to address the fan issue, the cleaning fan issue. So I won't be shutting the curtain they said they, hope to get to it within the next few weeks. But got the 8295 packed in here, got the cart packed in here. Oh, let's see. I got the 8235 packed in over there. So, yeah. Put this addition on and still sometimes think I don't have enough room, but it is what it is. Combine was much nicer to clean this year, like the tracks, which, don't still have some dirty looking mud on them because we didn't play in the mud this year. And it smells right here, standing next to it right now, because I've got peppermint balls. I've got the little packets of, that botanical shit, whatever it's called. I've got mothballs. I've got the Irish Spring soap. And I'm putting a lot more, but I haven't put it all on it yet because, like I said, we need to move it out to work on that fan when the time comes. But yeah, she stinks standing next to her. There's some mothballs. So today is a good day. And I think it's a good day not just in this country, but in the world. Because maybe now our tax dollars will stop, going to the laundromat called Ukraine. Maybe we'll go back to not having wars in the world like we didn't have Trump's first 4 years as president. But people seem to forget that, Oh, he's Hitler. It's funny how Hitler didn't have any wars when he was president. We had a good economy. Interest rates were low. I mean, does that sound like Hitler? Well, you can see that's gone because Barb was just out here helping me. I got the snowmobile trailer out of the old heifer barn there, the back part of the shed where there used to be headlocks, and put that in the front part of the shed. I don't know if I'm pointing to the right spot, but anyways, the corn head is now in the back part. I'm waiting. I'm about out of lithium grease. I got a part of a can But my parts guy is supposed to drop me off 3 cans today because I love using that shit for spraying chains and stuff. I sprayed all the chains down on the combine. Well, there's 3 that I sprayed down on that. So anyways, back to the election, because, I'm not gonna, because I don't think that's the way we are on our side. And I hate the whole side thing. I've told you that before, because we're, one nation under God. We're one race, the human race. But my buddy John, who you've seen here, that helps us out some driving truck and whatnot, he put a thing on Facebook, and Barb was showing me, because Barb's on Facebook. I'm not. So just to get off topic, a little reminder for those of you who send me a bunch of Facebook shit on Instagram. I don't get to see it because I'm not on Facebook. I've told most of y'all 100 times, so I just don't bother to tell you anymore. I just don't see it because I can't see it. But anyways, John put something up about red wave or whatever, And a cousin of mine, I'll leave it at that, I won't even use names, was going back and forth at him with, and John didn't really reply anything, about how, he hopes we're happy we got our Hitler. Do you fucking people, I've said this a million times, not remember Trump was president for 4 years? I mean, I guess I need to say it a million times. Like I just said earlier, no wars when Trump was president. Oh, was Hitler known for peace? There was peace in the Middle East that Trump was involved with when he was president the first time. Did Trump do some national abortion ban? No. And you know what? The whole abortion thing, first of all, you lefty lunatics, you just keep regurgitating CNN and MSNBC, headlines is all you do. But the whole abortion ban, the more I think of it, and you all know my stance, I've said it a million times, the 2% for rape, incest, medical reasons, I don't have a problem with. If you're 100%er one way or the other, whatever, you want to give me shit for it, fuck off, I don't care. But I don't have a problem with the 2% because I don't think most anything in life is 100%. But when I see, there was an ad Barb I saw it myself on Instagram, and I showed her, of this fucking guy who was being interviewed. It looked like he was in his 30s, and he talked, said he had daughters, so assumingly they're probably young or teenagers. He had voted for Kamala, and he started tearing up that he did it for his daughter's rights. Really? So you did it so that your young daughters could someday have an abortion? Is that it? Because your daughter's rights have been fucking trampled all over during the Biden-Harris administration, with swinging dicks in their locker rooms, in their bathrooms, in their sports. I don't know. I don't fucking get it. The hatred for Trump, but obviously enough people fucking woke up. And did you see in Michigan, I think it was, some Arab community fucking went full force for Trump, and the black and Hispanic vote was higher than last time for Trump. I mean, people woke up. So apparently a lot of the blacks are getting off the reservation, the Democrat, plantation. So, but here's one thing I want to say. Barb goes to church every Sunday. Maybe a few Sundays that she's missed because we're busy as shit, but Barb's Catholic, okay? Her Catholic priest, and now there's like 3 Catholic churches within a 10-mile radius of here that, so it bounces around and whatnot. But the Catholic priests for the past month, they haven't endorsed anybody, but they've told their congregation, you really only have one choice to vote for if you're calling yourself a true Catholic, because one candidate is all for killing babies and abortion. The other one is not. And Trump never made a national abortion ban. Again, worth repeating. Like they claim he will. But anyways, we know personally some of those same people that she goes to church with. And we know they voted for Harris. But they'll still consider themselves a wonderful, abiding Catholic. I mean, isn't that one of the worst sins, you know? I don't get it. I don't get calling abortion women's health care. I don't get these fathers who think it's, you know, the only right I want to fight for my daughter is she's in college, and the track team that she's on, the fucking boys aren't playing on the girls team. I mean, but hey, whatever. I hope the next 4 years are fucking great and prosperous with some world peace, end these wars. I hope more people wake up, so then maybe we can get 8 years of J.D. Vance after that, and over a 12-year stretch, we can actually fucking make this country what it used to be. And then maybe people will wake up to that and stop all of the division. But the first thing we need to do, like Trump says, it's the fake news. They're the ones that cause the division with all of this Hitler bullshit and everything. And then they throw it at the Republicans that they're the ones that are dividing the country. What the fuck? I was going to head to the house for lunch, but one, I don't really want to do anything today. But I got a truck coming in 15 or 20 minutes to pick up a load of corn. And that made me think of one thing that I'm a little worried about with this whole election. Glad Trump won. I enjoyed his first 4 years that he was president, you know, when he wasn't Hitler. But I'm a little concerned. I hope he doesn't get too deep in bed with RFK Jr. Because RFK Jr., in my opinion, I know there's a lot of you. I know Jimmy even likes the guy and thinks, you know, whatever. But he's very anti-agriculture, in my opinion, RFK Jr. You know, we're killing everybody with pesticides and all this kind of shit, you know. Well, you know, we're killing everybody in this country because our government for years, mainly the Democrats, wanted fat, lazy people to be reliant on the government. How about you get off your ass and do a little exercise? You want to eat a fucking donut? Eat a donut. I don't care. You want to eat pizza? Eat pizza. I don't care. But if you're just going to sit around and be a fat ass, yeah, you're not going to be healthy. So, yes, I agree. There's a lot of things in this country that have made people unhealthy. But if we're going to lay the blame all on agriculture, then that's where I still have my druthers about RFK Jr. I'm not sold on him and probably never will be. So I agree with him on the whole, you know, that kind of shit, but I don't know. He's a lot like Obama, in my opinion. You know, very smooth talker, very good at convincing people that what he's saying is right. So, and that's where the part about thinking for yourself comes in. And I will elaborate just a little bit more on that, because I remember in 2016, you know, I remember when Trump was running, you know, he always talked about our wonderful farmers in this country. We got mentioned a lot. Not that I, you know, give a shit. I don't need a pat on the back or to be mentioned. My point is, I didn't hear a lot of Trump, you know, his speeches talking about farmers this time around. I'm not saying he never talked about farmers, but so that's where I hope that RFK hasn't, you know, bent his ear a little too much, because I'm okay with Elon. You know, I think there's a lot of cabinet positions that he could put Elon in, but I just hope Trump keeps fucking RFK Jr. away from agriculture, because, you know, you want to be a 70-year-old, whatever he is, early 70s, that, you know, does his hundreds of push-ups a day, and he looks like, you know, he's all buffed out and he eats whatever. I mean, RFK Jr. kind of strikes me a little bit almost like Bill Gates, wanting us to eat fucking bugs and shit like that. But I don't know. I'm not sold on the guy, and I don't think any of you are ever going to sell me on the guy. Just saying. Well, we're loading corn. Started sprinkling. That sucks. But it's a light sprinkle at the moment, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Starts raining heavier, we'll be shutting down and covering up and waiting. But a light sprinkle we can deal with. When it rains really hard, yeah, that tends to fuck up their moisture testers, and they fuck up the test weight and everything else. So alright, here's your one more thing. I just went over and sprayed down all the chains on the corn head. That's put away. I'm gonna get my air hose out here. That's a 50-footer. I got another, oh, what is it? I got another 100-footer over here, the blue one, and I think the yellow one's a 50-footer. I'm gonna get that stretched out to the dryer, do my part of the dryer that I do, so that Saturday morning when Skylar's here, he can get his part, the rest of it done, and then the dryer will be done, because after I do my part, I don't need the computer anymore to have the dryer running, because I blow out the whole bottom part while the drag chain thing is going through, so I can put the computer away, all that. So I've already had people ask me in the comments of other videos and on Instagram, are you changing the shirt? The one that said I'm voting for the felon to I voted for the felon. I've already been talking to Mad Moose. We're either going to do that, or we've talked about coming up with a new design, something to do with a garbage truck. You know, I don't know. We're thinking of something. So there's going to be something. So you'll just have to keep checking the Grumpy Farmer Apparel link, and I'll let you know when the new stuff comes out anyhow. But keep getting your "Are you getting it yet?" stuff, and you know, ask people, did you get it? Are you getting it now that the American people have spoke and they're tired of the bullshit? So all right, we'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna give you a second more thing. Woo. Been blowing off the dryer. It's gonna be hard to hear because bin fans are on. All of that part is for when Skylar comes. But I got all this up in here on both sides done. I lifted up every one of these emergency doors, which means your corn would run out on the ground if they were open. And there was corn in there. I lifted up the back, turned it on. Well, I got one hand. Turned it on so that it would go, and then blew it all out to that end where I took the trap door underneath out, which you can, there's the trap door, and you can see pile of shit on the ground, corn and beans. Because yeah, those, they don't rub super tight so it doesn't grab every kernel and whatnot. Ooh, and it was very dusty. But anyways, here's what I really wanted to show you, and I might be yelling at you because of the fan, but I took the trap door off the bottom of the leg here, the grain leg. You know, that takes the corn up, beans up, takes them to the different bins. And I cleaned that all out. It amazes me every year, the beans that start to sprout in there. I don't hardly ever see any corn that tries to sprout, but the beans do, because of it being warm in there, and those cups don't grab every single. Well, let me open this side door a little. Oh, I need two hands. I don't have two hands at the moment. Okay, so I'm not going to open it and show you. Maybe next year I'll show you. But there's little cups in there on a belt. It's not a chain like somebody said. The belt goes around a round pulley at the bottom. There's one at the top. So when it goes around, it grabs corn or beans, takes it up, and there's these cups that are probably 6 inches wide, maybe 3-4 inches apart, not even. and those cups take it up. Hang on, I'm gonna turn you off and I'm gonna get that door open. I need 2 hands. All right, that's the inside of the leg. So they're probably 2 inches, a little more apart. That's just a rubber belt with all them different cups. There's some white ones, there's some red ones. They're just white and red are the 2 main colors. Obviously we've replaced some over the years, but that spins around and that's what catches your corn and beans. So yes, at the bottom it doesn't always grab them all, and that's what makes the mess at the bottom. But when you figure, you know, the hundreds of thousands of tens of thousands, however you want to put it, millions, let's put it that way, millions, because that's more like it, millions of kernels of, tens of millions of kernels of beans and corn that go through there, and that's all that it doesn't catch, and you have to end up cleaning out. Yeah, so I know there's some guys that don't clean out the bottom of their leg, but whatever. Like my saying goes, you be you and I'll be me. Now I'm out.